I feel there's often a conflict in the UFC when you build an entertainment vehicle around a sport or an art form like MMA, because every single time when there's a decision to be made between what's good for business, good for revenue, good for ratings, versus what's good for the sport or good for the art form, the decision would be made what's good for business or what's more entertaining. I'm sure you have first-hand experience because for the longest time, even now, in many circles, wrestlers are not considered as exciting as strikers. They find it much more difficult to book matches, book fights, and their path to a title shot is a lot more complicated. Even now, the audience boos wrestlers when they go for a takedown. There's a different level of understanding when it comes to wrestlers in particular, whereas certain exciting strikers, they're fast-tracked to the title shot as well. Do you feel there's a conflict in the UFC where at times entertainment, money, revenue, ratings are prioritized over the art form?
Well, from the beginning of the emergence of the UFC, I've always said it's about entertainment first. It's not about who deserves to be there in the athletic achievement and winning. It's all about who deserves to be there based on the eyeballs. Who's going to attract the most people to the screen? And it's a business, you know. So, yeah, like you said, you're a wrestler. You're 15-0. That people don't really care much about you. They don't watch you very much because you're not too exciting. And then you got somebody else, like let's say it's an Alex Pereira, you know, who's an incredible striker and charismatic, and you know, maybe he's won maybe 3 out of the last 5 fights, you know, and he's lost 2 title fights. But then you have another wrestler that's got 15-0, is undefeated, but yet Alex is still going to get the title shot. Because why? Because the fans are going to want to see him. They're going to pay more to watch him fight than they're going to pay that other person that probably deserves it more. So you're 100% correct on that. But if you don't understand that, then MMA is not for you. You know, you need to get into a regularized program where, like in collegiate football or basketball, where it's number 1 always goes against number 2 for the championship. In the UFC, in any other organization, it's never really going to be number 1 versus number 2. It usually try to be there, but it's always going to be who's going to make the most money. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say Conor McGregor decides he wants to come back out of fighting. Do you really think that his chances of getting a title fight are slim to none, or very likely he will? Why? Why? He hadn't deserved it. He hadn't fought in how many years, but why would he get it? Because everybody wants to watch. Everybody will watch, and he's going to entertain, and that's what this is all about, entertainment. You know, it's not about who deserves it. It's about who basically can get the eyeballs to the screen. So if you look at it from that perspective, it is about who deserves it. Because if he's going to draw more to the screen, then he deserves it. Think about another case. I'll give you a perfect example. Bilal Muhammad. How many fights did he take before they gave him a title shot? And he was being the good guy. He didn't create much of a ruckus, you know, and finally he got his shot. But if you watched him, what did he do after he won the title? What did he do? He started causing all kinds of problems with people, started causing all kinds of risks with people. Because why? Because when he was the good guy, he wasn't getting the attention he deserved. And now he's becoming not the bad guy, but he's making noise. He's making noise. And that's what he understands what he needs to do. If he's going to get an opportunity, he has to say, here I am. Not, okay, my achievements are going to show itself and people are going to come knocking on my door. It could happen, but in likelihood, you're better off making some noise.
Yeah, same thing happened with Magomed Ankalaev as well. I guess this draws a bigger question about the purpose of MMA. I would assume the purpose is to find the best mixed martial artists, right? So you have to pit 1 against 2, and in case that never happens, or in case the priorities have changed and we've gone wrong somewhere, because ultimately what we want to see is the test of skills and the best one should triumph.
Well, see, eventually the best do get to fight the best. Eventually. It does happen.
But it's a longer
path. It just
path.
takes a longer path. Like, look at Mosvar, the featherweight. Mosar. Look at him. Look how long it's taking him. They're passing him up because why? Just not many people interested to see him, even though he deserves it. He's number 1, in my opinion. He deserves it. But is he getting it? How come like Sean O'Malley got title shots after lackluster performance? Right? And he got, now what would be really a shock is if he got another title shot after this last performance. Now, I would think that he's going back to the drawing board because, again, the eyeballs aren't going to be on him. Because of the last performance, people are going to go, no, we're not going to watch him. Now he's lost the 2 in a row, and both to Merab, and now the last one was not excited at all. He got demolished. So his markability is not there anymore, so they're going to have to figure out somebody else. So again, it comes down to different variables, but it's who is going to be hot at that particular time or who is in the general favor at that particular time. Because you don't know. Sometimes you may piss the UFC off. And they're human too. So if you piss somebody off and so this is not one of this, I'm number one, I'm ranked number one, so I deserve that title shot. If you piss off the boss, maybe you'll get it eventually, but you may not get it when you think you're going to get it because you piss somebody off. This is not a strict, legit business. It's entertainment, and with entertainment, you have to take what you can get, and you got to make entertainment, right? Chael Sonnen. Why did Chael Sonnen get so many title shots? Why?
It's exciting.
He's excited. It was so good on the mic. He was so good on the mic. I mean, talking to himself about what is he, the Westland. He's a poor kid from Westland, Westland, Oregon or something like that. Yeah. Right. Why? I mean,
I struggle on the streets
of
Westland.
It was a joke, right? But it was catchy, so he got the attention. I mean, he knows how to get attention, and you need to get that kind of position. If you're not going to do it with your fighting, do it like he's doing, because his fighting didn't get him there. His fighting was good, but it wasn't great. Wasn't great. He wasn't exciting either. He was not that exciting. But the mic work was very exciting. Well, you look at another person that was really good with the mic and actually was decent, Colby. He was really good with the mic. Not bad. I mean, it kind of got old what he kept saying all the time, this and that. But he was good with the mic. So he got opportunities and, he never got the shot to win it. He never was able to win it, but he got how many opportunities did he get?
2 or 3.
Yeah. Because why? It's good. People want to see him. I wanted to see him. So if people want to see you, you're going to get on.
Yeah, it is one of the harsh realities of the UFC. Sometimes it gets frustrating as a fan. There's so many examples you can keep listing about, even in the lightweight division, the way they bunch wrestlers together and strikers and protect some strikers.